Okay, so this morning I heard the noise outside of my room window, right? And due to the fact that my apartment is right next to a dumpster, I thought that it was the trash compactor people coming to collect. But because I'm 1,300 behind on car payments, turns out that was actually the sound of my car getting repossessed. Now the bank is telling me that I have to pay the 1,300 to get my car back, plus another 470 to get it out of the impound lot, and another $30 fee for however long they might have to keep my car in storage. Now I have the money, right? But due to the fact that my $1,100 rent is due on the 1st and it's currently the 25th, I don't know when I'm going to be able to get my car back. I'm currently in my brokey era of life, and I've been in this era for like the last 2 years. Yes, I am a brokey, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. It's hard out here in these streets, and I'm trying to be strong. I'm trying to remain positive and only focus on what I can manage. But life is lifing for me right now. And on the inside, I just feel like but I want you to know that you are not alone in what you're going through. Times are hard, even for those of us who don't have any children. But we are going to get through this together. One smile and one day at a time. Yes, my car has been repossessed. And I've had my time to have my breakdown or two about it. But it is what it is. This is just a lesson learned. And I'm back. Listen, life is going to life, regardless if I wanted to or not. But you know what I always promote on this channel. Put on those boxing gloves and... But anyways, back to the regularly scheduled program. Being the black sheep isn't always a bad thing. You know, growing up, I've never felt like I fit in. Like ever. Not with family, not with kids at school, and quiet as it's kept, not even co-workers. For as long as I could remember, from a very young age, I always knew that something about me was different. I would observe a lot of the dialogue coming from family members, kids around the neighborhood and school, and just think to myself, I don't agree with that way of thinking. I knew as a very young boy that I had a different outlook on life than everyone else around me. And I also knew that a lot of my personal thoughts and opinions shouldn't be shared out loud. Because the little times I did try to share my difference of opinion on things, I was bullied and belittled for how I felt. I just always felt like the people around me were just very negative with their outlook on things. It was almost like having a positive outlook on life was a bad thing. And my way of thinking made me realize that I was different from the pack. It was almost like people could smell it on me that I was different. But I never wanted to be like everyone else. So I would always try my absolute best to stand out in some way, shape, or form. From creating my own lingo with the way I talk. That is so fetch. From the way that I walk. All the way down to finding my own style that wasn't like every other guy. Now, growing up as a black man, from my personal experience, this type of thing was frowned upon. And this led to me being bullied. Even my family members treated me differently than everyone else. I was constantly called that word that rhymes with maggot, all because I saw the world in too much color, and I wanted to be my own person. Now let me just add, I was never a punk, okay? I would always stand up for myself and say things back whenever I felt disrespected. But deep down inside, I was always deeply hurt and affected by the fact that people around me made me feel like a black sheep. Like I was the odd one out. The one that just didn't belong. The person that never got picked to be on anybody's team. And once I started feeling like this, I then started to alter myself to fit in with the people around me. I studied the topics they would talk about, the things they would laugh at. I even pretended that I shared the same interests as them, just so I wouldn't feel alone and out of place in a room full of people. Until one day I finally said, forget this ish. I'm going to leave this world someday. And I want to leave knowing that I was 100% true to myself. So from that day forth, I said that I was going to be myself and nothing but myself with my whole chest. I realized that there is nothing wrong with me. There is nothing wrong with who I am. There's just something wrong with the environment I was born into. And I'm done suppressing who I am to fit in with people I don't even care about, family included. I was born in an environment with people who just aren't vibrating on the same wavelength as me. And that's okay. I would rather be disliked for being my own person and having my own mind, rather than following a herd of sheep I don't even care about and don't even want to be like. Being my own individual person is way more important, because that's what's going to take me places someday. You see, something that I learned at a very young age is people will despise you because you have a strong sense of self that they don't. And that's what happens when you feel secured in who it is that you are. You have dreams, goals, and aspirations that you're trying to get to. And you're going after them, being 100% yourself. And they don't have a strong enough sense of self to do the same. Listen, people will see a star shining so bright inside of you and try their best to dim that light before the star realizes its potential to reach the sky. People are jealous, people are hurt, people are broken and traumatized, and will project that ball of negativity that is them onto you. They can see the potential that you have to become someone they desperately wish they could be at their core. But they're too busy worrying about what others will think. And while they were trying to impress others, I wasn't trying to impress anyone else but myself. Because the opinions that I have about myself are the only opinions that matter. People don't like you when you're standing out in the best way possible. And that's why I'm proud to be the black sheep of my family. But to you watching this video, I want to say, whatever you do, do not allow anybody to dim your light. Do not allow people in your environment to make you become distant from who it is that you know you are. Distance yourself from the ball of negativity that is your environment, not yourself. There is nothing wrong with who it is that you are and the amazing person that you are on the road to becoming. I don't care if you're gay, straight, bi, pan, trans. I don't care if you like to sit outside and study rocks. I don't care if you like studying bugs or even birds you see in a tree. Continue to be uniquely you in the best way possible. You're weird and you're different. And you know what? That's okay, because being different is what's going to take you places someday. I see you. I respect you. And I'll be your friend. So forget anyone in your environment who doesn't see the vision. I see the vision, and I'm proud of you for being your own person. You are not alone. I promise you. But as always, film critics, this has been a commentary. You've listened to me commentate. Like, comment, and subscribe so we can grow as a family. I'm Déj'Shon, your favorite alternative black boy, and I'm out. Peace and blessings. Bye.